Welcome. My name is Yarrow Willard from the Harmonic Arts Botanical Dispensary, and I'm a clinical herbalist here on Vancouver Island, and I'm going to talk to you a little bit today about making nettle tincture. Now, tinctures are a great way to preserve herbs. They can last up to 20 years. They also are absorbed without the need for digestion because the alcohol penetrates right through in the tongue as well as in the stomach without need for digestion. So they can be taken with or without meals, and they're just a very convenient and easy way to get medicine. So, how are we going to do this? We're going to make a fresh nettle tincture. Now, why do we want to do fresh? Basically, we're looking to capture the formic acid content of the nettles. Now, nettles have these little stingers on them when they're fresh. After a couple of hours, those start to wilt, and after a day or two, those are almost gone. So we've lost what's called the formic acid and urtic acid content of the nettles to a large degree. Because we're trying to capture this, we want to do it right away. An hour or so after harvest is ideal. So, being a fresh plant tincture, we've got a lot of water content in the plant. Being that we want to bring this down to a 40 to 50% alcohol, we need to compensate for this. So how do we do that? We start with a 75% alcohol menstruum. Now, when we make a 2 to 1 and we include the water content in the herb, we end up coming to a 50% alcohol approximately. So we're going to use 250 grams of the herb, 500 mils of the liquid at 75%, and put it in the Vitamix, create a basic smoothie. Alright, so first off we've got to weigh out our nettles. Now because, here we go. Now typically I like to give these a cut, but that's okay. We're just going to do it like this as so. Cutting them makes it easier to go through the Vitamix. Alright. Perfect, 250 grams. Now we're using 75% alcohol, and we're making 500 mils of liquid that we're adding in to our Vitamix. We'll start by adding the liquid first. It's a lot easier to blend nettles into already more liquid. Now, we're also not going to be able to blend all these nettles at once, so we're going to do about 50% of them first. Like so. Perfect. That's simple. Voila! We have nettle tincture. Now what do we do with this? This looks like a big smoothie. Well, it is a big smoothie. We're going to pour this off with the rest of the tincture we made, and we're going to label it. Labeling is the most important thing. We want to label with the date, the amount we've used, the thing we're tincturing, as well as, in our case, the alcohol amount and a lot number to be able to cross-reference what batch it came from and how and what it was. So yeah, put the label on the outside of the jar, we wait 2 weeks, we press that off or use a cheesecloth at home to get off all the liquid and just keep the fiber and content, and then maybe decant it down if there's a little bit of sediment, pour off the top after a day or two of decanting, and voila, we have a tincture. Simple, easy, something you can do at home. If you don't have access to 75% alcohol, try it with the 50%. You can definitely still make a nice little tincture with that. So, in health, enjoy, and I hope you try it yourself.